All right, so we're gonna go over the split stance squat and a few variations that you may use in your program. Okay, so the first off, you go over the split stance squat, you gotta go over the setup. So the setup's gonna look a little something like this. As if you were you just stepped in for a lunge, but now you're in place. So you got 1 foot forward and lined up pretty evenly. We're no wider than hip width, okay? I'm in this split squat position where my foot's pointing forward and my back leg, my toes are actually bending. Now, a big mistake I see a lot of people make is they'll actually rotate the foot out, or they'll bring the heel down to the floor between reps as if to rest. You want to try to stay in this split squat position the whole time. Now, you don't want to be too narrow, you don't want to be too long, you want it so when you come down, it's a straight line down from your the top of your hips to your heel. So when I come down, it's about a straight line down. So when I'm gonna get a good hip flexor stretch. I'm not too wide out where I'm really pulling on that hip flexor, and I'm turning this split squat into all hamstrings and glutes. This is gonna give me a good combo of quad to hamstring and glute as I'm coming up. And I'm just gonna come straight up. Now you don't want to fully lock out the knee like this. You're gonna come up and allow it to be soft. Okay, so these are just a few technique things I want you to focus on, regardless of how you load that up. So you could have dumbbells in each hand, like this, and it's the same movement as if I had it in the goblet position. Same movement. We're just changing up how we load it. And it's the same thing as if we were doing the front squat position. Same thing if we're doing the back squat position, where the bar's on your back and you're really trying to pull it down. You're setting up in your split squat position and just going straight up and straight down. Right? So regardless of how you're gonna load it, the movement itself will be the same. Now, another thing that people may mistakenly think is the leg that's in the front is doing all of the work, okay? If you have contact on the floor with that back foot, is gonna be doing something, it's gonna be stabilizing. So what I want you to think, as you're coming up, this front leg is pushing down and forward, the back leg's pushing down and back. So we're kind of using both legs to come up. Now that's the correct way to do it, to being able to be very stable. And if you decide to load it up a little bit more, that's the way that you want to think about doing the movement, as opposed to loading up 100% on the front leg, because what's probably going to happen is you become very quad dominant on your movement. We want to make sure we're not getting too quad dominant, we're using the hamstrings and glutes, and we're executing the movement smoothly.